So I got one of the new Razer laptops here. They revamped the gaming lineup as well. And I saw one particular model that was of interest to me, which was in this new finish. They're calling it Mercury, not the typical black, matte black type of finish that you've seen on Razer gaming laptops in the past. So I was like, you know what? I haven't checked out one of these in a while, so maybe I should start with this new color, especially since these studio laptops that they're putting out very shortly are going to have a similar color to this one. I'm like, all right, let's see what that feels like and looks like in a Razer package. Now, of course, the specs have been upgraded big time here as well. We've got an i7-9750H processor. There's a 240 hertz display. Now, this unit is available with a couple different display options. You got the 240 hertz 1080p for the gaming-centric audience. There's also a 4K display available on the 15-inch. This one has 512 gigs of SSD storage and the RTX 2070 processor inside. These guys have made a name for themselves, and they're branching out. Will's been in touch with Razer. As soon as we're done with this one, and those ones are available, I'll showcase that one also. Because you have the graphics card, the high-powered graphics card, you're gonna need some juice for it. So you have this braided cable and this proprietary connector, which I have to say is a little bit better than your typical barrel style connector in my opinion. It's a 230 watt unit. So actually fairly compact when you consider the amount of horsepower in that guy right there. Got the Razer green on the bottom of the box. What a package they've put together here. Ooh, all right. So it's got a metallic look to it. It's like a bright silver, in fact. Willie Doo's gonna give us a quick space gray comparison. This is lighter for sure than space gray. There we go. That's space gray versus Razer Mercury. Lots of input output over here. Couple of traditional USB ports, headphone jack. This is the proprietary power connector. One more traditional USB, a Type-C, probably in the form of a Thunderbolt. Then you have DisplayPort and HDMI, and it looks like Kensington lock is also there. I like this. I like that look. A light keyboard as well. Some people are gonna love it. Some people maybe not so much. If you were to see this from a distance, you don't really feel like that's any kind of special gaming laptop at all. It is an option. You do not need to pick up this particular color. One of the other things I should mention, with the lighter color, it's no fingerprint potential at all. If that's what fingerprints look like on this surface, I like that. That's appealing to me. Now, as I mentioned, this one has the crazy 240 hertz refresh rate on the display. Full HD 1920 by 1080, 15.6. So that's gonna be appealing to gamers specifically. Couple of speakers, front facing, which I like. The display, also matte finish. Big fan of that as well. So this laptop has a lot going for it right now. So we get the backlight on the keycaps, and right away it's this kind of cool blue color. It's cycling through the RGB as it would. It's a Razer product still. This is the first look at the display. I'm pretty happy with it. You've always got one of these very colorful Razer backdrops. There's two ways to look at the 15-inch display option. You can go to 4K, get the extra pixels. Maybe you're into some sort of design work or video editing, or you just like a lot of pixels. But the downside there is you're driving all those pixels even when you don't really need them. Where having the lower resolution actually might give you slightly better battery life. And of course, a different cost. I'm kind of split on this as far as which one I would go for. This one looks plenty good for me. If at one end of the spectrum you have like the Acer Predator, remember that thing? That's one end of the spectrum. It's really one functionality first and then everything else. And then on the other end of the spectrum, you have something like this. This also has the Windows Hello, the infrared camera, so it has face unlock, which is nice. Don't worry, I'm actually gonna do some gaming too. How long will it take me to download like Overwatch or something? Well, ready? All right, so I have a game loaded. I have a gaming mouse hooked up.
Let's take my horse. Hello?
See, that's how you know.
the world famous time, really?
I've got Overwatch installed, and I have it at 240 hertz. It's crazy smooth, obviously. The game is playing at 1080p right now, and I'm gonna go get killed for you now. Couple dudes dead. Couple dudes dead there. It might seem like I know what I'm doing. I promise you I do not. I just know big gun, lots of bullets. That's all I know. Whoa, what'd I get hit with there? I mean, I got somebody, I don't know. Did we lose? We lost, okay. That's a fun experience. Like, could I get into gaming? Is that possible? Maybe. You can do the thing with the whole rig and the lights, and you could swap graphics cards, and you could build a gaming PC, obviously. I've done that in the past. When I was younger, I had more time. I'm starting to come around to the idea of the gaming laptop, because it's like you make the case to own it as your computer, and then it's like, and it can game. And the experience you can have on this 15-inch blade with the 2070 that's in here, Will? Yeah, RTX 2070. It's like, man, that's all you need? Guys, do you need more than that, Will? Maybe you would prefer to have a mechanical keyboard or something. I guess you could add that. The 240 hertz display, 1080p is plenty, and it's got a nice matte finish. And then you kick out of this, you exit the desktop like that, you unplug this guy, and look at you. I mean, what do? You go to the meeting now. Look at you, Jack. You go to the meeting. They don't know what you've been doing. They don't know what you've really been up to. Gold medals and whatever it was I was up to. They don't know. And here's the face unlock. Boom. You didn't see that. Did you catch that? The speakers sounded good in-game, but what about like music? What about YouTube? I know our audio is pretty good on the Lou Later channel, so... Obviously, been left out of the smartphone conversation a little bit lately. There's been so much going on. I'd say they're pretty good. The MacBook is a bit better. Given the entry point of their products, the price point... Way more base. For their products, like what it costs to... Potentially some sort of shots at companies like... relative to the rest of the technology marketplace. When they're side by side, you notice it for sure. The audio is much louder on the MacBook Pro, but there are a lot of laptops with terrible sound. This is not one of them. Should I play a tune? It's good enough. A lot of people can be using headphones, so let's just keep that in mind. What can I say about this laptop? I like it. I guess you can probably tell. I like it. It's a powerful computer, let's say. It's a powerful laptop without your typical powerful form factor. What's the weight of this, Will? I'm gonna say it's like 5 pounds. 4.8. Man, see, Jack? Come on, man. I wasn't born yesterday in this game. This might be my favorite Razer laptop ever. Willie Doo just informs me this guy starts around $1,500, goes to $3,000? 3,300 bucks. Okay, not cheap. Nope, not cheap by any stretch of the imagination. Let's get Will's opinion. Will, come on in. You're a guy. You're known to have tried video games before.
I'm a fan of Overwatch.
Yeah.
They're doing some pretty cool stuff.
It's a fun game, man.
Yeah, it's a teamwork kind of situation.
I love
that. You can dominate on your own, too.
Really?
Yeah.
But ultimately, the goal is a team victory.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about this guy right here?
I've always liked Razer products.
The look.
The laptop game, their designs are really, really sleek.
It's a slab.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Microsoft Surface laptop kind of thing.
There you go.
Anything over like 100 hertz is amazing for games.
Bananas.
I guarantee you, like, it can really help with your game. Like your aiming, it's just so
more
much...
more tight.
It's just so much more intuitive.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. The feel.
Yeah.
Willie Doo, ladies and gentlemen. So you're a fan of this?
I'm a fan, definitely.
A little pricey, or it's okay?
It starts at $1,500, which is not bad.
You're okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
He loves Razer. There he is. That's him. A man in the world playing games. Willie Doo.
Yeah. This episode's brought to you by IBM. For all you programmers out there or anyone starting to program, IBM developed a few lessons to help you get started on this, a drone. Now it's called IBM Developer, and allows you to quickly and easily program your drone to do stuff like this. Like this. Now, with little or no programming experience, I managed to build out this little UI with simple controls. So you can see here, I have the acceleration, both X, Y, and Z. You got the speed, and you also got the battery life here. And you got simple controls for left, right. You can actually do a back flip or front flip. You can also connect the drone to IBM Watson, and it uses visual recognition to identify objects that the drone sees. So all in all, this was pretty interesting. IBM's given out a couple drones. Check out their website on the link below, and you can get more information about their giveaway.